It's me, your girl Mary, just reaching out to you ladies, you women survivors of homicide, just to say to you, how was your day? Seriously, to ask you that question, how was your day? I hope it was prosperous, I hope it was empowering, and I hope that you did some awesome things that you thought you could not do. You made some challenges that you thought were impossible. That is what I hope for you today. Doing a quick one today to just touch bases with you women, just to kind of let you know what's been going on with me. It's been like really crazy, just very stressful, very involving, just like almost a tug of war. But one thing I found out, women survivors of homicide, we don't give up. We can't give up. Do you understand that you and I, we are on a mission and we must accomplish this thing. We can't start and stop. We owe to who? Our loved ones, those who have been taken by violent crime. And sometimes we all feel like this fight isn't worth it. But I want to encourage all of you tonight, this fight will be the biggest fight of your life, and it is so worth it, and you will be the victor. Let me tell you, you have so many women behind you, praying for you, thinking of you, encouraged and motivated that you are going to come out of this thing victoriously. Of course, there are days that are just absolutely crazy. And as you women know, on my Facebook page, you know, I put a post on there this morning about how this page is not about angels and wings flying around. It's not about pretty poems. That page is about my personal journey. Being a survivor of homicide, trying to establish and create this program for women like us that has never been done before but so desperately needed. It is about the ups and downs, the ins and outs, the stresses of seeking justice for my loved one. That page is about me being 99.9% honest with you. And I have my days. So this is a little bit of what I've been going through. It has just been so crazy when I've just been trying to ensure things for Melvin. And I know you do the same thing for your loved ones. You make those appointments. You go and talk to the police department. You make sure you stay abreast to all those different things in your loved one's case. And sometimes you feel like it's not even worth it because you don't feel that support. Women survivors, I want to let you know not to give up, because I could have given up this week. It was just absolutely crazy. But at the end of the day, I came out the victor. See, once you set in your mind that you're not going to let anyone in this world destroy the legacy or forget about your loved one who was taken by violent crime, when you really put your feet down on the ground flat-footed and you get busy for that loved one, no one can stop you. And they're going to close doors in your face. Oh, they're going to make phone calls. They're going to talk about you. They're going to label you all these things that you really aren't. But these are the times that you're going to have to stand and really reach within yourself and know and believe what you're doing and who you're doing it for. And that was my piece for these last 2 days. If I would have took my eyes and my focus off of Melvin, I really don't think I would have gotten as far. So I am so happy to share with you. You are not alone. We all are struggling. We all are going through this tug of war, this roller coaster, fighting for justice, fighting to make sure that our loved ones are treated, even though they're gone, but their legacies are treated with respect and with dignity. So I tell you today, don't get tired in your journey. Don't get tired in your fight for your loved one. It will pay off. Believe me. You know, today I was speaking with someone and we were just talking, and I have seen this person, this woman, you know, on many occasions. But isn't it something how you can see a person, and until you really kind of stop and you get into a conversation, you never know what you have in common. Here's this woman, and she just started opening up to me. So before she did that, I gave her one of the brochures for Melvin's Mission, and she looked at it, and she says, my father was murdered 5 years ago. And it was a tragic murder. It was so tragic. All murders they're tragic. They should not happen. But this was just so tragic. And it's the strangest thing. I've seen this woman, da-da-da-da-da. I couldn't believe it. And then it clicked. There it was. Here we are going throughout our days. And there are women we pass by, all the time. And you never know what, a person is going through. You never know someone else's story. And all I could do was just encourage her, let her know about the program. There's a purpose for her pain and all that good stuff. Women, we have to start reaching out to each other. How do you know your neighbor across the street, the woman who, dials up your groceries in the register? How do you know the person that's your daycare provider at a big daycare center is also a survivor of homicide? We must start opening up ourselves and letting other women know we are survivors also, and that we need to come together and do this together, because this journey is not just about me and Melvin. It's not just about you and yours. It is about this huge group of women who are struggling with the impacts of a homicide. So we need to look at the big picture. Stop being afraid to reach out. Stop being afraid to tell another woman, I got your back, I hear you, been there, done that, what can I do? Those are the things we have to start doing as survivors. Because if we don't, it will continue to be this way. It will continue to be disrespect in different areas where we have to go and fight for our loved ones. It will continue to be different abuses, different bullying in different systems. It will continue to be the feeling within yourself of loneliness and depression and all those things. If we don't reach out to others and let them know we are survivors, we're here for you, you're here for me, we're going to stand together, and we're not going to accept a lot of these injustices that are done to us. And it is those injustices that put us in a box where we don't want to go outside and reach out to other women who are suffering just like us. Let me say this to you, and I mean this in the right way. Girlfriend, it is time out to be thinking about, ooh, what they're going to think about me. Yeah, my so-and-so got murdered and they're going to judge me, they're going to judge this and that. Let me tell you something. I went through that years ago. I am delivered now and set free, and I will never, ever, ever, never, never, ever, ever allow anybody to put me back in that situation. I am free. I did nothing wrong. I got a right to live. I got a right to push Melvin's legacy and to ensure all those good things for him, even though he's deceased now. And guess what? So do you. You got a right. And you got to stop letting folks tell you how you're supposed to feel, how you're supposed to act, where you're supposed to go, when you're supposed to go there, what you're supposed to say, what you're not supposed to say, what you should wear, what you should not wear. You don't not allow people to dictate to you and control your life like that. You are free, and you have every right to be free. And that's the piece that really strikes me and touches me with women survivors of homicide. We are put in this cage, this box, and once we're in it, we don't want to come out. And it's not right. You are free. Get up. Do something with your life. Because I'm going to tell you something. If you lost your loved one, this may sound harsh. I might lose viewers or friends or likes on my page, but at this point, I don't care. It's not about that. This is about you've got to get up and you've got to live on. Because do you want to know something? They're not coming back. Melvin's not coming back. Your loved one is not coming back. And I want to tell you something that I believe in my heart, that they want you to get up. They want you to fight. And they want you to live on. And not just live on, live for them. Make them relevant. Do that. And that is my fight with Melvin. He's relevant. You will not box me in to not make Melvin relevant. He was not just a black man, typical drugs, whatever other category, minority men I'll put it. No, he wasn't. And even if that was the case, no one deserves to be murdered. But Melvin was not that. He was none of that. And his life was taken, and it was wrong. And I suffered a long, long time. Denial. I lived in a box, and I pretended for a long time because it hurted too much to accept it. And I went around and I did everything for my children, and I just threw myself into them so I could forget about me. But the thing was, my kids grew up. They grew up and left. Then you have to sit now and you have to look at yourself. Take my advice. Been there, done that. Ladies, find a place for you. You have work to do. And I know so many of you don't want to hear this because I did not want to hear it either. But I am only telling you because I know I've been there. Get up. Fight for your loved one. But while you're fighting for your loved one, don't forget you. You're in all of this. And if you're not where you need to be, you're not right, you can't fight for anyone else. So get healthy. Get emotionally strong. Start doing your emotional sit-ups. Start doing your emotional, walking in place, your emotional weightlifting, whatever you have to do. People need you. You know what? I need you. So my thing is, it was crazy for the last 2 days for me. And now everything's done. It's settled. It's like this calming period. I came home and I burnt me a candle, mulberry, if you can see that, and the aroma is wonderful, and I'm relaxing now, and I just wanted to do a little video for you women before I really relax and just tell you that I think about you guys every single day, and I want the best for you women. So get up, do something. Things will work out. Just try to find your place, find your place. Don't let anyone put you in a box. And my final words to you are, never, ever, never, ever, ever, never allow anyone to take the relevance away from your murdered loved one. They deserve to be heard. And the only way they can be heard is through you and I. So let's work on this thing. Let's get it together, and let's help ourselves. And we can only do that by treating each other right. So I'm going to go now, and I'm wishing all of you women survivors of homicide a wonderful night, and I'm wishing you joy. I'm wishing you peace. I'm wishing you so much hope. We need that. You have a good night, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye. Remember, what do I always say? I am a homicide survivor. Good night.